Hey guys, welcome back to the Crypto Wave. Quick update. Excuse me. So there was an announcement today. Hold on one second while I crack one of these open. There was a quick announcement today. As you know, it's obviously Tuesday. We have not moved anything. We have not migrated anything. We have done nothing. However, that doesn't mean the developers aren't working behind the scenes. So there was an update today, which basically was the other developer, not Forex, but BB. And what did he say? Let's scroll up because this gets posted a million times. So, hold on, let me take a quick drink here. All right. So, update time. There will be a new UI developed in the next 24 to 48 hours where you can submit your PIGGS BUSD LP, and PIGGS WBNB LP to the crediting contract. Users in the PIGPIN will need to withdraw all PIGs and submit PIGs to the crediting contract. Tokens sent directly to the contract will not be credited. I think this is just so we can avoid scams, because you know there's going to be a lot of people posting a lot of bullshit out there that in essence will try and scam you out of your token. So in essence, they're saying use our UI if you want this to work properly. Tokens sent directly to the contract will not be credited, so the UI contract functions only. Don't get scammed. There it is. Use the official website only. You will not receive PIGGS version 2 at that moment, and you can't buy, sell, add, remove liquidity from PIGGS. The crediting phase will last a few days, so obviously this is it's not a first come, first serve situation. And in essence, I believe that's just so that they can allow people enough time to make this transition. There's obviously some people probably only checking the chat once every 2, 3, 4 days, you know what I mean? We know that because a lot of times in the chat you'll have people saying, hey, what am I going to do with my rev? And that was just forever ago. Once the crediting phase has been completed, capital will be migrated from PIGGS to PIGGS version 2. After that, users will be able to claim the PIGGS version 2, PIGGS version 2 BUSD LP, PIGGS version 2 WBNB LB accordingly. So I would imagine whatever you put in, you're going to get out based on the new values, new revenue. Users in the PIGPIN will receive PIGGS version 2 via the new PIGPIN according to the snapshot taken. So I would imagine as you send everything in, the snapshot was taken when the entire thing got paused. So the equivalent, because obviously it's going to be a different value, if I'm not mistaken. Well, the pigs itself, I don't think is going to be a different value. The piglets and the piggy bank are going to be different values. So they're going to, in essence, know what you already had in PIGPIN or in in PIGPIN, and you'll get that back from that manner. So, side note, don't fall for scams or people DMing you. There's no PIGGS version 2 yet, blah, blah, blah. So this caused all kinds of debate and all kinds of questions. And I would agree with a lot of the people. So one, there is going to be this up here, so redeem, which is obviously not active yet. But this is going to be the new... Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is not the redeem. But there's going to be a button up here. Showed a screenshot that basically says PIGGS credit contract. One thing that we did get clarification on is it sounds like they're doing nothing with the dogs token. So we've already known that. We know that once everything gets freed up again, but these aren't going to get opened until PIGGS version 2 is live, simply because some of these things, such as the drip BUSD, earns you PIGGS. So they obviously can't activate this. And I would imagine it's either an all-on or an all-off contract. It isn't like they can select certain farms and things. So once the PIGGS version 2 is released, all of these will just basically get clicked back on with their emissions and things like that. The question everybody's asking, what happens to all this stuff in here that's been accumulating? We don't know yet, to be honest with you. I would imagine when they unfreeze it, because dogs weren't affected, maybe you can still claim that. The pigs, on the other hand, you may not be able to. I'm not quite sure how some of these things are going to happen. For instance, you obviously won't be able to claim these pigs because they're going to be worthless. So my guess is at some point we're going to have to pull our LP out of the drip BUSD farm and move it into a new one because it earns pigs, and pigs are no longer going to be valid. They're going to need a farm that emits PIGGS version 2. And that's going to be the same thing for these pools over here, such as dogs that earns you pigs, as well as the farm dog BUSD. As far as the other dogs and stuff, it shouldn't be an issue because dog token wasn't affected whatsoever. The other big question is PIGGYBANK. So all of these are locked for a period of time. We're not going to be able to, unless there's a way for them to unlock these. I don't know if they're going to be able to. Technically, there is an emergency withdrawal. But honestly, what I would imagine they did is they probably took a snapshot of all of this because the piglet ratio is going to be different. You're going to basically get airdropped a particular amount of piglets based on what these are on the new ratio, and they'll probably automatically staked for the time that you had remaining. I mean, that's the best I could guess, unless there's a way for them to remove it, which would be weird because that would kind of defeat the purpose of the lock, and it removes some of the decentralized nature of everything. So Drip Garden, if you guys are in it, it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. However, the contract is slowly decreasing. This isn't FUD, but if you are in the Drip Garden, make sure that you're compounding and withdrawing in equal measures. That way you aren't stuck holding a bag if this contract continues to diminish. Pigpen itself, as he said, you're going to have to actually remove out the pigs that you have in here and move it over to the contract. In regards to the piggy bank, any LP that you have, like for instance, I actually have some LP still in my wallet that's basically going to be worthless, so I'm going to be able to move that over. And yeah, and that's that. Once that's said and done, for the love of everything that's holy, let's get these farms rocking and rolling. This is such an amazing platform, and I still have really high hopes for it. There's so many things on the back end that need to be worked on that he's been bringing up. Partnerships with Drip, partnerships with Piggy Bank. He said long ago that he did want to be a direct competitor for some of these major exchanges like PancakeSwap and things. Don't forget, I would imagine even though our farms are frozen, I wouldn't doubt that all this capital that wasn't removed is still sitting over here in PancakeSwap mining and doing the rehypothecation. So there is going to be an arsenal of value that's going to be available to start getting injected back into this BUSD vault for the Pigpen, as well as buybacks and things of that nature. So however, with that being said, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of doubt, there's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of FUD, everything you name it. Be prepared, because if this does get launched and we are able to claim a lot of these things that are technically paused, there is going to be a dip. There 100% is going to be a dip on this dog token, in my opinion. Keep an eye on it, let it do what it needs to do, save yours or sell it or whatever it is you're going to do. The pig token, I'm not sure what's going to happen here. It will likely probably go down because a lot of people are going to claim and they're probably going to just try and sell and get out. So I imagine there's going to be a dip on this also. But keep in mind, try to, well, at least I'm not going to tell you what to do, but for me, I'm going to try and dollar cost average into those dips, because we do know from past experience that there are buybacks coming and the treasury for the Pigpen is going to get increased substantially. And so my goal will be to boost up the pigs that I have in here to grab as much as I can. So lottery still hasn't launched yet. It's in process. Volt still coming soon. All these things that were worked on until this piggy bank debacle came along. Still in the process. Still tons of stuff coming for Drip. Lots of partnerships. New UI coming. Still a lot of reasons to be bullish on Animal Farm. And we're just at the beginning. This is a delay for sure. This is an unexpected delay. This is a delay that I'm sure even the developers didn't want to deal with. But here we are. There's going to be a lot of people ticked off, and maybe me being one of them, because I was actually one of the slightly earlier buys on my first buy, which was this non-staked value here. I was maybe 33rd, 34th, something like that buy. So I may end up getting a little bit less ratio, which is fine, you know, long term. You're going long term here. I'd rather have longevity for a platform than short term gains. The long term, as we know, gets you more gains than the short term buys and sells. So, all right, that's about all I can think of at the moment. So that's just a quick update for today. Hope everything is all well in your guys' part of the world. Tune in as I get more information. I'll give it to you, but let's keep an eye on the Telegram. Waiting for that announcement of when that. When the contract will be open, which he said would potentially be in the next 24 to 48 hours, so that we can start sending our funds over there and get this all corrected. So I don't see anything else really major here. A lot of people posting videos like I'm going to be doing right now, and that's about it. So, okay. All right, guys. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in.